Волшебные сказки Британии, English fairy tales. Would you be so kind as to give me some breakfast? Будьте так любезны, дайте мне, пожалуйста, что-нибудь поесть на завтрак. You'd better go away. Тебе бы лучше уйти. I may as well be broiled as die of hunger. И не все ли равно, поджарят меня, или я с голоду умру. 3 calves hung by the heels to his belt. На поясе у него были привязаны 3 теленка. So he walked along and he walked along and he walked along the road till he came to a great big tall house, and on the doorstep there was a great big tall woman. Good morning, said Jack. Would you be so kind as to give me some breakfast? For he hadn't had anything to eat the night before, you know. He was as hungry as a hunter. It's breakfast you want, isn't it? Asked the great big tall woman. It's breakfast you'll be if you don't move off from here. My man is an ogre. He kills and eats people, and there's nothing he likes better than broiled boys. You'd better go away, for he'll soon be back home. Oh, please, give me something to eat. I've had nothing to eat since yesterday morning, really, said Jack. I may as well be broiled as die of hunger. Well, the ogre's wife was not such a bad woman. She took Jack into the kitchen and gave him a piece of bread and cheese and a jug of milk. But Jack hadn't finished eating when the whole house began to shake with great thuds. Somebody was coming to the house. It's my old man, said the ogre's wife. What shall I do? Come along quick and jump in here. And she quickly hid Jack in the oven just as the ogre came in. He was a terribly big one. 3 calves hung by the heels to his belt. He threw them down on the table and said, Here, wife, broil me 2 of these calves for breakfast. What's this I smell? Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. You are wrong, dear, said his wife. There's no one here. Perhaps you can smell the scraps of that little boy you liked so much for yesterday's dinner. Here you go and have a wash and change your clothes, and by the time you come back, your breakfast will be ready for you. So the ogre went off, and Jack was just going to jump out of the oven and run away when the woman told him not to. Wait till he is asleep, said she. He always sleeps for a while after breakfast. Well, the ogre had his breakfast, and after that he went to a big chest and took out of it 2 bags of gold. He sat down, put the bags on the table, and began to count the money. Soon his head began to nod, and he began to snore, and the whole house shook again. Now Jack crept out on tiptoe from the oven, and as he was passing the ogre, he took one of the bags of gold, put it under his arm, and ran off along the road till he came to the beanstalk. Then he threw down the bag of gold, which of course fell into his mother's garden, and then he climbed down and climbed down till at last he got home. Jack told his mother all that had happened to him and showed her the gold.